1986, the year our world turned to ashes. The atomic flame, unleashed by the leaders of the East and West, like a genie from its bottle, circled the globe in a mere minutes and devoured it to the bone. Without sparing neither the innocent nor the guilty, without naming a victor to the bloody war, a nuclear blaze destroyed everything in its path, including the reasons for the conflict that sent the remnants of humanity back into the Dark Ages, back into the primeval state, with no government, no technology, no culture, and no morals. 2050. 19 years have passed from the day of the Great Purge. Both once glorious empires and their loyalists now lie in ruins. However, amidst these ruins, new civilizations start to rise up, unforgiving sun. From the rusted, radioactive derelict of the old world, ancient states, both brave and wild, emerge to join the never-ending battle for the right to exist on the planet, mutilated beyond recognition by the flames of apocalypse.
Alrighty, so welcome to our New Game Saturday stream of A.T.O.M RPG, an indie game, and spiritual successor to Fallout 1 and 2, although not officially. This one is set in Russia. So anyway, figure we just try it out and see what it's all about. Alright, so basically what you do is you just, let's see if I get the volume go down a little bit. Alright, that should be good. Alright, a little bit, maybe a little bit more. Alright, that should be alright. Alright, so basically, if you're familiar with the Fallout games, you'd be familiar with this right here, the character creation. Is very similar. Just pick your portrait. I think I went with the one that I liked. Where is it? Can't find it now. Yeah, go with this guy. I have a buddy who's got a beard like that, so. Alright, and then basically, these are your characteristics. So strength, governs maximum carry weight, melee, that kind of stuff. Endurance is like maximum total health. Dexterity, combat speed, chance to dodge blows, etc. Accuracy. Intellect is amount of skill points you get on each level. Attention governs accuracy and ranged combat. Personality, speechcraft, and barter skills, and then luck. Slightly affects, basically everything else. And then you have your skills right here. So you can kind of set what you want your character to be. So I don't know, I'm not sure. Probably go a little bit of melee, and then probably want to get a little bit of pistols. I'm not sure exactly how many points we have for each one. Oh, looks like I just have 5 more points. Let's see, what do we got here? Surviving the hardships of the wasteland. First aid, that's already at 40. Lockpicking, tinkering. Again, we're just trying this out, so let's just go with, I don't think we get a gun right away, so you might want to go with like Maybe some survival. Just go a few in survival there. Alright, and then we have 5 for characteristics. Since we're going to be heavy melee, we probably want to get some strength. And endurance, probably good ones. We're not going to be really going that high in this, so intellect really isn't that important, I don't think. Speechcraft, and it's probably good to have another point in that, and we'll go with luck. We got one more, huh? We'll put another one in strength, I guess. Alright, there we go. So you can also have, sort of, as you noticed here, it affected my health and dodge and all that stuff by adjusting these factors here. I can change your name. We will call Broham, after my dog, Brody. You can change your biography if you want to. We're just going to leave it like that. So now you can have like positives and negatives in here too, which you can add to it. And you notice this right here, if I put back black belt, it affects my pistol and arm, stuff like that. It makes it go down, but it makes my melee higher. That's pretty good. Cannibal, I don't think we want that. Let's see. Slick dealer, that might help with getting deals. Savage hunter. Yeah, so that makes my speechcraft go down. I'm just gonna leave it like it is right here. Again, you can adjust these. Some are positive, some are negative. Actually, I think you have to pick 2 of them. So I'll go with that one. That'll increase my martial arts skills there. And let's see here. Is there any way I can get these pistols and SMG up? Shooting gallery fan? There you go. That turns my... Ooh. So you can't have this and that. So some of them you can have both of them. Some of them you can't. So I don't really want to affect my melee, since that's probably what I'm going to be using a lot of. Drug addicted? No, we don't want that. Hobby engineer. Yeah. Sequence goes down. I'm not sure. Alright, so let's go with black belt. And then Unlucky Optimist. We're not going to be gambling anyway. That helps with our survival, though. So pistols, we're not so great at. Alright, let's try that. Alright, so what do we got here? Traveler, Army, Action Hero. So Traveler, good old sweater and reindeer decorations and thick cloth pants. Army, green military jacket and pants belonging to the known Army regiment. Action Hero. Sleeveless shirt and Army pants. Best choice for an action hero. Just go with easy since we're just trying this, and go with action hero, I guess. Yeah, I'll go with action hero. Try this out. Again, we're just trying it out and just seeing how the game plays and everything. If we do decide to add this to our rotation, we'll probably start with a new character. This is just a character for the playthrough. Alright, you have a particular dream. Red stars glow in the sky and giant mushrooms rise to the heavens as horned shadows dance at the edge of the ancient forest. Suddenly, darkness falls. The images are eclipsed within a black void as it surrounds you. As it billows closer and closer to an impregnable smoke. As it rubs against your body like a cat. It is soothing, calming, before devouring you. You swallow a thick lump of saliva and look around frantically. Just so I can get part of your screen here. On my end. Alright, there we go. You see nothing unusual. You're in a barracks for agents about to be deployed on field work. A man is standing near you. He looks worried. Having nightmares, huh, Cadet Broham? Even yesterday's storm didn't wake you up. Right? Take all the rest you can before the mission. And that's the idea. Who are you again? What's my mission, though? Where am I? I can't tell. Guess I overslept. I'm gonna pretend I know what's going on here. That's the idea. Who are you again? Agent Elf of the Honey Eaters Brigade. Our leaders asked me to watch over you until your departure to make sure everything's A-OK. Mission over. What's my mission, then? That will be disclosed during the final briefing. Come on, soldier, shape up. Where am I? Okay, so what should we do now? First, get some food into your system. There are some biscuits on the table. Then we'll think about what to do with you next. We'll still have some time before the briefing starts. Yeah, eating something might actually do the trick. That's the spirit. Knock yourself out of those biscuits. No soup for you, though. No soup for you, like in Seinfeld. You slept straight through serving time in the mess hall. Honestly, not a huge loss. Between you and me, it was pretty crap. No faculties. There's a biscuit on the table. Hold Alt to highlight it and click the left mouse button, L and B, to grab it. Mm-hmm. You took the biscuit. Now press I, interface button, picture on the left to open your inventory. Right mouse button. Okay. How do I use it? Okay, I got it in there. How do I use it? Oh, I want to punch him. Wasteland habits never die. Whenever you get a flow under a roof or shelter, I always attempt to barricade myself in. Like this door, I locked it on instinct. Never even bothered to remember where I stashed the key. Can you take a quick look around for it? Just sort of tests, right, Phil? We test, well, if you struggle with opening doors, then yes, this is the test. Alright, so how do I put this on? What can I put on? Alright, here we go. There it is. You take a deep breath. The air of assembly field is filled with the stench of machine oil and soldier sweat. Today, only you and your colleagues stand here. I'll be honest with you, Broham. The wastes are no joke. You'll need to be prepared. Are you ready to do some training exercise before the briefing? What sort of training should I expect? The basics. Fighting alone or with a team. Picking locks and everything a true specialist already knows, which a rookie should learn as soon as possible. Yeah, it won't hurt. Okay, listen up. There are various training spots around the courtyard. Pick any one of them and I'll train you as well as I can. When you've had enough, feel free to head to the main bunker. Got it. Let's take a look around first. C button. Let's go over here. Try shooting some targets. Left control button. What are you saying? I use this, but join this guy too. You're supposed to pick up a gun. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, grab one of them. Okay. So with the guns. I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing here. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to be doing over here. Alright, let's try this one. I'm supposed to come over here now? Okay. Okay. Alright, then you get the basic idea. Alright. Alright, where do I go now? Over here. We may have to start way over here. I'm not sure exactly what I gotta do here now. Do I have to pass by these guys first? Okay. Just look over here, I guess. I'm not sure exactly what to do here. I have no idea what to do. Alright. Yeah, I'll just go to the briefing because I have no idea what I'm doing.
A.T.O.M, a branch of the Soviet Army created long before the war, caused by the imperialist conquerors. Our mission does not end in gathering pre-war technology and reviving our Soviet motherland. We also strive to reach the pre-war quality of life for all. To realize those goals, we often send search expeditions into the wasteland. Not long ago, one of such expeditions, led by General Morozov, lost all contact with the base. Our human resources are limited. Therefore, the standard procedure is to send out but a few agents to investigate this problem. You are what was chosen for this mission. General Morozov's troops had an important quest to locate, control, and study a secret bunker, Bunker 317. According to our data, it is located near the village of Radnoya. To successfully complete your mission, we recommend you to contact our agent in the city of Krasnoye, codenamed Fidel. He's hiding in plain sight.
Looks like the guy from Community Conquer.
Outskirts of the city. So apart from physical aid, he can offer you informational support as
Old
well.
school.
Learn the password needed to
Real-time
contact our
strategy
agent
game.
on the envelope. Destroy it upon reading. And remember, your mission is to gather intelligence on the disappearance of Morozov and his troops. No heroics. Wastes are a dangerous place. Good luck, cadet, and let there be A.T.O.M.
Okay. Well, calm now. You're a bit too calm, if you ask me. Wait a second. What's that rustling sound? A robot man in his 30s emerges from the uneven shadows, dancing around the campfire. He's dressed in a musky khaki uniform. Well, what do we have here? Hope I'm not bothering you, Conrad. The man stops before you and rubs his neck, as if to warn himself, or to show off a formidable set of brass knuckles in his left hand. You look like a tourist, man. Nice tent, clean clothes without holes or tears, and so much other stuff. And whistles at all your equipment. Must be difficult carrying such a load of stuff around. The stranger's face breaks in an ominous smile. You know, me and my pals could help you. Well, not for free, of course, but for a very reasonable price. What do you say? You finally noticed four of the figures standing on the edge of the firelight. If you still had any doubt about what's transpiring, and now painfully clear, you're about to get robbed. You chose the wrong victim, mate. I've been trained to deal with hostile locals. Well, listen, I agree with the sharing is caring, but all of us have to bear minimum survival. Act like a decent human being. Leave me be. Easy there, man. Maybe you missed it in the dark, but I'm not that sort of be stopped by some brass knuckles. Ah, what the hell, go and rob me, you bunch of lowlifes. Here we go. You chose the wrong victim, mate. I've been trained to deal with hostile locals. I was hoping you would get ugly, but what you do? Get him, boys. So. Yeah, boy. That wasn't good. Alright. Well, I think that's the only way it could have gone. Alright, let's see what we got here. We got our helmet still. Nope. Empty canteen. Nothing there. Yep, they took everything pretty much. That's it. It's an empty canteen, it looks like. Yep. So yeah, so it definitely looks a lot and feels a lot like Fallout. Different setting, albeit. Alright, let's go over here and see what's over here. I know there's some stuff over here. I'm watching some of the tutorials. It gets over here. Brick. And the brick. There's anything over here. Yeah, it's Brody P. Yeah, I'm playing the game, Brody. I'm playing as you, don't worry. I don't know if there's anything else over here. I don't think there is. I think we have to cross the bridge over here. So we just got a couple of bricks, that was it. Yeah, looks like we gotta go over here. Definitely very atmospheric. Alright, let's see what we got here. Not this guy. Before you stands a strongly built man of about 30. He is wearing a weathered military jacket and holding a large gun. At a glance, he seems like the affable sort and would probably welcome some conversation. He absolutely chewing a blade of grass, but upon seeing you, livens up at once. Hey there, comrade. Hello to you. Man cop spits at the grass, lets his rifle hang by his handmade leather strap. Nice to meet you. My name is Yan. I ask what brings you to our village. Just passing through. Times are tough, but you always welcome traveling folks. How can I help you? Well, I wanted to ask a few questions. Finally, it's Ken. Did troop of military types pass by your village lately? Funny you asked. The whole squad of them passed not long ago. Can't say it's sure if they were military, but they were some serious-looking dudes among them. Nice weapons, bad attitudes. They even had a uniforms of sort. These guys are no joke, I tell you. They bought some water, rested for a day near the walls, and moved on. Got to chatting with him. Nice guy, younger than the rest. He said they were on an expedition to the ruins, probably searching for pre-war tech or what remains of it. God help them. They seem normal enough. Can you point me in the direction of those ruins? Ian takes your map, looks forward a bit, and draws a small block across the spot. After looking at the map one more time, he returns it to you. Here, it's not too far. Thanks, can I ask another question? Is there any... tell me about your village. Working by some weapons. Yasmin, gun dealer. Drugs? How's life? This is a great village. It's founded right after the war by our headman, Comrade Kavalov. He and the first settlers staked out the land around an old oak tree. Like the son of Tony Lando and Don's son. Which to this day is the center of the settlement. The tree is our main attraction. It's like the village mascot. You probably won't believe it, but I heard people are running around everywhere after the bombs fell, looking for food and water. There's nothing to find but dust and burnt earth. But here they saw this oak and a clear running stream nearby. It's pretty strange if you ask me. Jan smiles briefly, but then his face pinches up in a pout. The man looked like he was sucking on a lemon. But life itself, it's rotten, honestly. We're in the drought season right now, getting raided all the time. These bandits come around each month demand money. We tried fighting them. We're making peace with them. Nothing works. They're too strong. And we can help you? We sent a man to Krasmeni once to hire a few mercenaries. He took all the money we had, but only bought 7 men. They looked pretty serious and tough, with their fancy guns proud. Wish I could tell you they drove the bandits or simply killed them, but the harassment stopped. I wish I could tell you, but life in the wastelands is no fairy tale. Can I ask something else? Good rumors lately. One passerby told me that somewhere in the waste is an old, abandoned Boy Scout camp. It's not entirely abandoned. All the Boy Scouts who were camped out there before were still there, but they've gone feral and they worship the devil, secret rituals. He also told me they might not be Boy Scouts at all, but monstrous creatures that took the forms of children in order to mimic us humans. I better go. Okay. Hey, feel free to come back and visit. It gets pretty boring staying around. If I have time, sure, bye. Let's check out the dog here. Sniffs you with suspicion. Alright, so let's go inside. I guess we can go inside. I think this is the guy we buy the guns from and stuff. What's that? Chickens aren't known for being good conversationalists. Alright, let's see what we got here. This is the bar right here. Yep, I remember this from the tutorial. Before he stands a plump, red-faced man around 25. With neatly trimmed beard, he's wearing a white shirt with some rather short shorts. In his hands is a clean towel used to swat annoying flies. Upon seeing you, the man gives you a wide smile. You a customer. Welcome to the tavern. You travelers sure keep on coming. What do you mean? Well, you're here right now, and not long ago an armed band came through the village. People with guns usually mean trouble in these parts, but they were nice and civil, just like real army men. Can you tell me more? Not much more to tell. They weren't chatty. Our village head wanted to speak about some issue, but they just left, so I don't think he was able to strike any kind of deal. They talked to our gate guard more than anyone else. His name is Jan. We just talked to him. Okay. If you want to know more, suggest you talk to him. Okay. Drink or something to eat. Let's see. Any jobs? You should talk to my sister about that. I'm a simple fellow myself. I can sell you beer or sell you spirits. That'll do gladly. I need something done around the house. A light bulb renewed, screwed in, or a chair fixed, for example. Just call me a call. But save the more serious stuff for Katya's ears. She is the proactive one. Young lady who seems to be lost in calculations. She's pretty busy right now, tallying expenses, planning the budget, you know. When Katya is busy, it's pretty hard to gather her attention. Oh, but just thought of something. You know what she loves? Making all sorts of potions, tinctures, and spirits. Can't understand why, but she's quite into the chemistry stuff. Tell her I sent you to try her latest tincture. You'll get a free drink and also chat with her. Shy, not pretty clever, methinks. Get the menu. That is the menu. So he has ruble. Oh, that's how many rubles he has. Some pre-war potion. For any fortified wine. Wine meats. Cucumber brine. Black cap. Plus 3 speechcraft. Compact cassette. Early 1960s. Pork. Glass. Beer. And pre-war vodka. Alright, all we have is a couple of bricks. And an empty canteen. Alright, well, we really don't have anything to trade him. Thanks. Can I ask you more questions first, though? Me and Katya, we're local and we don't go out too much, so that doesn't bother me. I like it here, working as a bartender. That's my job. Katya is using her accounting skills to keep the establishment from falling apart. I think you'd cope. See, even now, she's sitting there weighing documents, so ignoring the world and stuff, but that's okay. What would we do without her accounting? I don't want everything about the job that I'd have then. I think you'd care to answer more questions. How's life out there? How's life? The people are reasonably civil as long as it's living itself, but we don't suffer from hunger and excess excitement. Some it sounds like boring, but really like it actually only changed one thing about this place. Quite an innovator you are. Can I ask you something more? Any good gossip? There's a rumor going around that somewhere in the waste there's some vault of some sort, and some people live inside of it. Live pretty well too, and they said they send expeditions out to the waste sometimes to look for people or tech to develop some science doodads that'll improve everyone's lives. You don't say, well, I better go. Hold on, friend. Maybe you could hear a little business proposal first. Okay, let's hear it. It's a simple matter, a small job really. What we need for you to is bring me this book I ordered, but it's all the way over in Krazamani. Abraham, the bookseller, has it in his store. I can't go to get it myself because of the responsibilities at the bar. Continue. But I can see that you travel a bit, so if you ever find yourself at Krazamansky, maybe you could pick it up for me. If you do, I'd be sure to compensate you for your trouble. It's a deal from your I visit this Abraham character. What's the book about? There's a writer named Tolkien who lived in England. He was in a country way back before the war, and he wrote a book about fairy tales for adults, you know. You should probably call it fiction, or maybe not on Lord of the Rings, yeah. It doesn't seem to matter. The book is about another world. Anyhow, I love reading, especially about something extraordinary, something fantastic, where there's robots rings of Saturn, ancient Greek myths, and all that kind of stuff. And then I was told that Abraham is in Kronsky can get me the book, this Tolkien's book. A special translation too. Let's see, I ordered it, but it ain't right. Okay. It's a deal if I would go to. Okay. So over on your map and marks the city with a cross. Oh, thank you so much. Here's a receipt for the book. Show it to Abraham and I'll give it to you. Hands you a small square of paper, written in formidable words. The owner of this document, Radchenko VA, or his legal proxy, may obtain a book, The Lord of the Rings by J.R. Tolkien, translated into Russian by Barbara Z.A. After hand over the receipt, signed Merchant A.D. Yeah, I heard it's a pretty bad translation, but a translation nonetheless. Alright, let's go over and talk to her. Before you sits a young woman. She is deep in concentration, writing a yellow notebook and a word accounting on the cover. She's completely immersed in this activity. She does not notice you. Hello, your brother sent me over. He says you might have a tincture we try out. Hello, can I ask you some questions? Tincture try out. Girl stops calculations and stares at you blankly. At the moment, she smiles. She blinks, smiles, and tucks her tiny pencil into the right ear. Continue. Great. I doubt you ever drunk anything quite like it. It's a new recipe. Well, not really. More like a long forgotten. Drink came straight out. That sounds like it's going to be interesting. I'll be back. Try it out. The girl shows you a dim in the cold corner of the tavern. From behind, she produces a clay bottle labeled XXX. Oh, this can't be good. Continue. Here, just drink up. Boldly drink it down. Take a sip. You drink it a strange, sour taste. Have you shrug and hand the bottle back to the girl. You don't feel intoxicated or even nauseous. You feel that you should take another sip. Take the bottle back and what harm can a few more sips do? Now your head begins to spin. Nothing unusual about right now. You have a full sensation of it's normal. When you feel them floating around as if all the air had suddenly turned into water. Your mouth is very dry, so you wet it and sip another tincture. For some distant place, you hear the girl calling you, "Don't do it." But you already did. The world around you stops. You also stop, but your mind is racing with thoughts and exceptional clarity and speed. Why are you here? Why am I here? Why did I drink all that stuff? Why? The sound of your own musings is to you like the roll of a distant thunder. It's growing nearer every second. You suddenly comprehend what you thought was thunder is actually footsteps. In front of the misty void, General Morozov appears to you. You looking for me? He asks. His voice sounds like 100 voices in one. You cannot reply. You're frozen. Yeah, you're looking for me, he says more. He takes your hand. Let's go. You walk through the dead gray mist together, Morozov in front, you falling behind. The general is calm and assured. You have nothing better to do than simply follow. Finally, the mist parts and a strangely beautiful sight appears. There are mushrooms here. You have arrived at an unreal primordial mushroom forest. Their huge trunks are thicker than the biggest oak you've ever seen. Their tops are spread out like umbrellas, obscuring the sky. The general continues to lead you onward, weaving his way between the massive mushroom stems. You tour through the fantastic forest, stop suddenly at a truly colossal mushroom, the biggest one of all. This is God, says Morozov, but you can't see the general anymore because he is speaking from within you. He is talking from your head, using your mouth. You are now General Morozov. Suddenly the ground beneath you begins to shake. You almost lose your balance. It seems like an earthquake, but you are shaking stops. You look up, scream, and the colossal mushroom now is a human face. Bow, orders the mushroom god, and you fall senseless. Okay. Your mind turns off for many hours you don't know, but when you finally wake up, you don't feel any more of the usual symptoms of your drinking from the day before. What the? He's alive, Vasya. He's alive. The girl's holding you up so you don't collapse completely. Your stability is returning as the tincture leaves your system. The bartender, swearing to himself, wipes the sweat from his brow. How are you feeling? Surprisingly well, actually. It's a good thing you have such a hardy constitution. I'm sorry, I made the tincture too strong. How stupid of me. I nearly killed a man. I feel terrible about this. Earl Alexei gives you a smile. Well, we took good care of your stuff while you slept. Check your bones, discover that you have not been robbed. Miracles are real after all. I still don't understand why he turned out so strong. I used my grandfather's recipe as he recorded on my grandma. By my grandma. She says, speaking mostly to herself. Anyway, we need to have a talk. Got to be sure the brain is completely recovered. That's a good idea. Can I ask you some questions? What are you doing? The girl looks tiredly at her notebook. Quite old, grease-stained, torn from the sides, and covered with dirty fingerprints. Mostly like things since the war. It's been through a lot. Trying to make ends meet. My brother Vasya and I, we own this tavern. Tends the bar. I do all the math. Yay. That's what I do, math teacher. Pay all our taxes to the village head. Business isn't great, though. I also sometimes concoct new beverages for my customers. Sometimes make old recipes. Sometimes I create myself. We distill it and sell it right here. I love that particular job, but I can't be a brewer without taking some of the bookkeeping taxes. So here I am. Can I ask you some more questions? I'm looking for work. Can you point me any opportunities? Everyone's looking for work around here. I'm afraid myself can't help, but I could put in a word for you to Comrade Kokolov, a village head. He always has some work to be done. Though he won't do business with someone he's never seen before, and recommending a stranger is kind of unprofessional. Maybe you could help me do some chores first. I feel more comfortable giving you an introduction. What do you want help with? Look, I'm trustworthy. Maybe we could skip the mushroom part and go straight to the corporation. Let's try this. Yeah, quite respected in those parts, but I won't gamble reputation. I don't really know. If you change your mind about the mushrooms, we can okay. Fine. I'll go get the mushrooms. Thanks, I'll be waiting. Okay, so we have to get some mushrooms. What's this guy doing? You see a man wearing a tinfoil hat. Oh boy. He's shifting from one foot to another from time to time out nonsense phrases. A small pig is standing aside, his feet. Obviously the madman's companion. As you come close to the man immediately clamps his lips shut. His insane gaze stops starting about and focuses on you. The idiot has come back to look in the mirror, and the mirror is calling him an idiot. What do you want? Do you want to ride? Oink. I won't let a pig piggyback a pig. That wouldn't be right. Bring me a human and Oink will give him a ride. For money, that is, for expensive coin to get his daddy some firewater. What's wrong with you? Right. What's wrong with me? Everyone's right with me. Ricky Ticky Tabby, right. Tell me about yourself. I spit on you, damn you. I won't come to me with this issue. This is wrong. I'm Rose. Blue worms, nameless, born, adult, tortured idiot, walking after a flying arrow he cannot see. Look at him to us as we go, choosing 1 out of 5. 5 is the best case scenario. Big fat one's too lazy. He sees that's a tough one. Can I ask you something else? Do you even know where you are? Sure, Dwarven Courtyard. Stingy, sullen men, bitter women sit on the benches. They're afraid to turn their backs because each has 2 heads going there. One is beaten but rich, the other is beaten but poor. Which one will you kiss and which one will you burn out? Okay. We share some madness with me. He who asks for rumors has no respect for his mother. Do you think your mama will give you? Maybe yours will just diminish. She used to idiots, but she no longer appalled by them. Meanwhile, the fat mother beneath the ground, the secret mother from the gathers worms, squeezes the worm, squashes the worm, bites the roof. The root bitter, boo, the mother will give you some grief, oh yes. Okay, blind children go turn back like earth. Above them, idiots are trembling. Soon everyone will know they're afraid of okay, alright? I better go. Okay, that was interesting. Okay, you ready with the pig? What's this guy doing? Before you stands an old woman leaning on a cane. She's wearing a black dress and a red scarf. Under her black eyebrows hide her black eyes. Kel can ask you some questions. Okay. Alright, let's just go. Alright, let's look for some mushrooms here. Okay. Ooh, that was corn. Yeah, I don't take that anymore. I think there's a guy in here somewhere. Alright, that's that already the edge of town. Alright, where are these mushrooms? Maybe over here? What's in here? Piece of tire. Scrap metal. Empty bottle. Yeah, I can take in this stuff. I'm just using the Q and the E buttons to rotate it, and then the ASDF buttons. What's this? Oh yeah, the Colonel RPG was in his stream. He was over here. I think the general was in here. Or not, the general's right-hand man. Before he stands a 50-year-old man, his rigid posture and his prideful expression, constantly slightly with shifty eyes, something he's seen a small time before the war. Comrade, might you be able to fix our water tower? Nope, what's wrong with it? The engine doesn't work. Our mechanic disappeared somewhere, probably out drinking. Okay, I'll take a look. In the port, water is tower is nearby. Check it out. Take it easy. I haven't fixed anything yet. I'll be alright. Take a look. Is this it right over here? This is it right here. Take a look over here. Maybe you need to fix the pump first. Okay. Alright, I gotta fix it then. Take the empty bottle. What's this over here? That's a log. What's in here? Alright, let's let this one person over here. Before he stands a shortish woman of kindly face. She's wearing a simple dress. On her head is a linen scarf. She wears like a bandana of all sorts. Howdy, can I ask you some questions? I'd love to chat. How's life out there? Well, good. Well, at least I think so. Some of the people are grumpy, and like my husband, for example. They say it's no way to live with all them bandits constant drought. But that's just a survival instinct speaking. In reality, other villagers have it far worse than us. It's easy and fun to live orphan if you're not scared of manual labor, that is. You got that right. Can I ask you something else? Tell me about yourself, Brody. Oh, there's so much to tell. Well, that's before the war. I was a history teacher in a village school. I love history, though. I've forgotten so much, and I love kids. It was just sad how they grow up so fast. Me and my husband, by the way, have 3 sons. They're grown-up men nowadays. Each one his own way. The older one went away his own way. The older one and the second one probably forgot us already. They never visit. Both of them are living in Kazan and Many. I'd sure love to know what they do for a living, though. Back when he visited me, I asked my elder son, what's your job in the city? Does it pay well? He just mumbled something like, keep calm, mother. Everything is fine. The same story with my other son. They probably got an attitude from their father. He is also the silent type. My youngest, on the other hand, he took after me. He's all smiles, you know, and he loves to chat, but I'm worried and silly about him. He's in a caravan guard, you know. I always nag him. I tell him to go with his siblings to the big city. He just laughs it off, stubborn, just like his old dad. Ugh, another question. Heard any rumors? What's new around the village? There's always something around the village. Sometimes a cow gives birth, and other times the water tower stops working. We've got a trader who recently came to live here, right from the mini city. One approaches and whispers in your ear secretively. Also, recently, our tech specialist disappeared. He's one hell of a drunkard. Sometimes gets off on crazy binges. Becomes scary. But this time, I'm sure he didn't disappear because of a bad habit. I think it's because he was bragging about his last days in the village, bragging about becoming. She stares around before saying, becoming a millionaire. Quite the mystery, right? Just like something Sherlock Holmes would try to solve. Sure thing. Right, murmurs. Right, one from the other gals. There's a place called Algier. It's a sunny all year long, and you know it. And there's a woman-only resort built there. Wow. Must be amazing to get the rest of such a lovely place, but does my husband never know? We're not trusting him with the household time, even if it's just a week. Now let's trust him if you can have something else. I'm gonna go. Okay. So that's pretty much the game is, like quests and stuff. It's just it's a squirrel, I think. Oh, it's a chicken again. So we gotta find some mushrooms. Let's go talk to this cow right here. Okay. So we got a couple quests. What's this guy? So there's a bunch of people to talk to as usual. Oh, it's the same one we talked to before. But yeah, we gotta find do some quests, fetch quests. I know there's a quest in here where we have to help an old man do something, and he gives us a gun. Alright, so let's just... Oh, this is where the guy and his dog were, I think, right? Nope. Young man with a pre-war military uniform, his hands, an automatic rifle. So we can ask you some questions. Let me continue. Any work? I don't know. So here, that's another question. How's life? Just curious. Pretty poor. I guard this gate in orders of the head, that's all I know. You're kidding, it's a question about the middle of the race. Head is in the gate. Okay. Okay. Weird critters are in the village. Someone really needs to stomp them out. If you don't value your life too much, you can go out there and gate and pick some mushrooms. Okay, so this is where we gotta go to pick mushrooms. Okay. So yeah, so I guess the mushrooms must be out here somewhere. Let's see here. So I think there's some rats and stuff out here too, so you gotta be careful. I don't see any mushrooms. Over here with me. Let's see another guy we can talk to. Right here, me and Scruffy fishing poles. Alright, let's just. Anyway, this is another guy to talk to. So that's pretty much it. Like in Fallout, you just talk to people and you get quests and you have to solve missions and do stuff. So, are these mushrooms over here? They look like mushrooms. Anyway, so that's kind of just some graves over here. A look at... Ooh, let's just do one little battle here. There's a spider here, so let's try this out. So, right now we have to punch him out. In return. Oh, he bit us. Hey, we killed him. Did we get anything? Nope, he doesn't have anything. Alright, so we defeated our first spider. But yeah, similar combat to like Fallout. Action points, all that good stuff. But anyway, just wanted to give you guys a... Oh boy. Oh, there's a mushroom right there. Let's go try. Let's try another battle. I just want to get a mushroom if we can. See if we don't die. Which I think we're probably going to die. We're gonna die. He's dead. Or maybe not. We have 36 hit points. We get more than I thought we did. Oh, I see. The green are action points. Very cool. Alright, I'm gonna take. Alright, let's go grab this mushroom. Alright, so that's part of the quest. That's a toadstool. I don't know if that's a mushroom. Anyway, so that's a little bit about combat in the game. So it's a little taste of A.T.O.M RPG. So if you're watching it, you'd like to see maybe a series of this, we can do a series on it. You may consider that. So yeah, create a character from scratch, and go do a playthrough of it. So thank you for joining me. It's Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. This is showcasing A.T.O.M RPG. It's available on Steam and GOG. We're playing it on GOG. There's a sale on it, and we got a good. I think we paid $8.99. I think it was on sale. But there you go. But they're having sales all the time on both those sites. We prefer GOG, but we use both. We have probably more games on Steam now. So that's it. A.T.O.M RPG, an indie game, similar to Fallout. If you like the Fallout 1 and 2 series, then you'll definitely like this. So take care, God bless, and we'll see you next Saturday for a new game. Take care. Bye-bye now. Hmm.